In the summer of 2014, Derek and Maria Broaddus finally bought their dream home at 657 Boulevard in Westfield, New Jersey. But shortly after moving in, they received a letter in the mail from somebody who called themselves the Watcher. In the letter, the Watcher said that their family had been watching over the home for over 100 years and that they were watching the kids and the family, and it was just overall just a really creepy letter. This really freaked the Broaddus family out, but they tried not to think too much about it and continued to renovate the home. Shortly after, they received a second letter, and in the second letter, the Watcher started talking about things that they would only know if they had actually been really watching the house. They knew how many kids the Broaddus family had, they knew what kind of car the family drove, and they knew all about the contractors who were working on renovating the house. And when the third letter arrived, the Broaddus family was horrified to see that the Watcher was actually threatening their family and their kids. They later found out that the family who owned the house before had also received a letter from the Watcher shortly before moving out, but they just disregarded it and tossed it. So they sued the family who owned the house before for not disclosing this information upon the sale of the house. But at the end of the day, the Broaddus family was just terrified. This was supposed to be their dream home, and in a very short amount of time, their dream home quickly turned into a nightmare. And finally, the Broaddus family managed to sell the house in 2019 after finishing all the renovations and never even moving in. After everything they went through, they ended up selling at a huge loss. But the scariest part is, even after all the police investigations and the investigations done by the Broaddus family private investigators, the identity of the Watcher has never been solved. And for all we know, the Watcher could still be watching the house to this day.